Alright everybody, House of the Dead 2. I promised I would do this again on the original mode. And there are two items I'm going to take for this, and it'll guarantee we get to the end of the game. I got very close last time. I typically manage to do that now. I've gotten pretty good at this. But for now we're just going to take the Infinite Chamber and the Infinite Credits. And we're going to just have a good time shooting some zombies. We're just going to skip these and try and beat the game. I'm going to try not to be sloppy about it, but I guarantee nothing. I can literally just do this now. I think one time me and my friend actually did this on a tag team. I grabbed infinite credits and he grabbed infinite ammo. And so he had the infinite ammo, but I got the infinite credit for both of us. I don't know why this game doesn't let you unlock infinite credits right off the gate. That should be something you can unlock. I tried to reload. It'll take me a second to adjust to this. It's too much power. What I hate is how the infinite ammo cannot be combined with any of the other special guns. Because you can get several guns. Ah, there I go trying to reload again. Yep, infinite bullets. Can I save this guy? No, I cannot. I'm still not fast enough. I keep going to reload my gun and I keep having to remind myself I don't have to do that. Oh yeah, and also, you gotta keep an eye out for items when you're playing original mode because you can get more. I actually know one of the areas where the infinite ammo and infinite credits are most likely to pop up. So I need to be careful and aim for those at that point in the game. I don't know if they'll still pop up or not since I'm using them. But I do know where they pop up from. Alright, you jerk. Come on out. I got him. And here comes the boss. And I don't think I can skip this guy.
Seems like my investment in effect. Something like that.
You guys will probably notice I don't have the face cam set up, and that's because I have no way to do it without making the shots look very weird. My dad would probably be doing much better at this than I am because he can. I don't know how. Well, I know how actually. He actually plays guitar, and that helps translate to him being able to pull the trigger much quicker than I can. Like, I swear sometimes when he's playing this game, it's almost machine gun levels of fire. He doesn't need to be accurate, he just literally shoots the enemy full of lead before they even know what's going on. I have to be a little tricky. I just realized. I just totally realized that stage 2 is me walking the direction I'm currently facing in this cutscene. Like, the way it begins. How did I never notice that before? Alright, let's get going. That's 5 minutes in. Don't care. Load times. Second chapter, Muddy, which plays the original House of the Dead. The first level of the House of the Dead arcade game. Did I miss that? I missed that. But I saved them in the last playthrough, so I think this means we get to see a different route from what was played, which is always good. So yeah, this game has multiple crap. This game has multiple ways through it, depending on the decisions you make during the game, particularly who you save and do not save. So it's always interesting to play through the game because it can always be a little different depending on how you're playing the game. Provided if you play the game perfectly, you'll probably go through the same thing every single time. Because there are very few forks in the road that don't involve not saving somebody. There's one instance I can think of that involves a key. Have I taken a hit yet? I don't think I've taken a hit yet. I'll know when I rewatch the footage, and I'm sure if I took a hit, I'll have some snarky comment waiting for me. Editing these videos is always very fun. Alright, let's go. Come on. I've been out for boxes I can shoot. Because even if I don't have to worry about dying, technically, I still want to be able to at least show that I'm at least semi-competent at this game. I think one of the biggest issues is that I have to use this with the Wii U because the Wii sensor bar doesn't cover... That might have been my first hit of the entire playthrough. Either that or I took hits and got med kits that I didn't realize I was getting. I can never save those two. Whoops. Alright. I need to quit talking so much, it's screwing up my game. Jeez. Oh, well, I haven't been down this route in a while anyway. This is going to make the boss of this stage a bit easier. Because I won't have to reload between shooting the fish. I saw that, but I didn't shoot it quick enough. This mode does that. It'll often pop out power-ups, so you have to shoot within a split second if you want them. Alright, we're up, and there's going to be a zombie that attacks me immediately over here. That is a large portion of what the House of the Dead is, though, is memorization. I haven't been to this path in a while, but I know what I have to do for this boss. And another guy's going to jump out at me right here. I remember that. Not now. This is probably my least favorite boss in the game. I always have trouble with him. Followed directly by the Chainsaw Boy in level 4. I never really have to stop shooting. I keep forgetting that. Although my finger does get tired after a while. Dang it. You also notice I'm playing this with the reticule on because I would not be able to play this on this giant TV out in the living room with the reticule off like I did in the previous playthrough. I'm still kind of proud of how far I made it through that. Especially with the fact that I managed to pull out a victory against Magician, who honestly, the more I play the game, I find him not to be that hard. It's this one and the Chainsaw Dude. I forget his name, but I know this one's Hierophant. They're all named after, like, tarot cards or some crap. I don't know. I don't believe any of that stupid stuff. Ugh. Still haven't touched House of the Dead 3 for a playthrough yet. I've played through it, I just haven't recorded anything for it. I find it to be... It's still good, it's just not as good as this. Okay, let's go. Which route am I taking this time? This way, okay. Shoot the dead boys in the water. I'd be better if you quit talking to me, boy. Ah, I missed the thing floating in the water there. That diamond is just to increase points, which are worthless to me right now. Huh. I'll be really honest, I think the one thing I wish this collection had was the original House of the Dead. Because that game is really dang hard to get a hold of. And there goes my first credit. I think the only versions released to the home was the Saturn version. And I think there's also a PC version. Neither of which are easy to get a hold of these days. And I've heard something about there being some sort of emulation bullcrap that they couldn't figure out. Like, I think it involved the source code or something. And I call bullcrap on that because I can emulate it just fine. I don't care how they could have done it. They could have stuck it on this game. They could have stuck it on this collection. They just didn't. House of the Dead 1's actually a very fun game. I think it may actually be a little harder than this. Double score obtained. See? Just brief little cutaways like that wouldn't happen in the regular game. Because they're dumbasses. You're the smart one. I always wondered if I could shoot that guy. The answer is no. This thing I think is called Tower, but I've always just called it the Hydra. Yeah, it's Tower. Yeah, no, it's literally a freaking Hydra. Shut your mouth, boy. Ah, he still got me. Wasn't quite quick enough. You're the only one left, and then I have to kill the big boy. Alright. Big boy's the only ones left. Let's go. I always appreciated this counterattack type of mechanic for boss fights. You know, hit him before he hits you to cancel the attack. I find that sort of stuff to be very fun. It becomes the sort of thing you gotta react to quickly, and I like that. It gives you a chance to fight back, even if it's not a big chance. It's a better chance than Carnival gives you. That game is impossible to one credit. I am going to stick to that. Carnival's very good, though. That never got a home port, either. The Wii was so good for so many of these home ports. It would have been amazing if we got more of these. And unfortunately, the only ones that are popping in my head are this, the LA Machine Guns, and the New York one. I forget what that's called. That's another collection by Sega. There were a bunch of shovelware shooter games. I played through Dino Strike on the channel with my brother. You can go watch that. House of the Dead Overkill. I want to play that. But that is not a game I could play with children around. I know it sounds weird because this isn't really something you play with children around either, but this doesn't really bother people. Like, Aminoid isn't bothered by it, obviously. But no, Overkill is a completely different breed. It's what the name says. It's Overkill. With all the gratuity that comes with the name. I mean, it's done in like a 70s exploitation grindhouse film style. And since I like films like Zombie and a lot of other schlocky stuff, oh, these lizard men are a pain. And I keep like darting my eyes off screen to make sure I don't miss any of the items. That mushroom just increases health. And then these are a bunch of bats. More lizard men. Seriously, these lizard men are the bane of my existence in this game. Ah, we're not at the area where it lifts up the staircase. There's a route through this stage that has a staircase that lifts up in this mode. And that tends to have some good items hidden behind it. I'm still keeping my eyes peeled for items, though. Screw off, Goldman. You killed Harry, you jerk. I try not to use too strong language, but besides the point. Anybody who wonders why, just needs to understand it's a personal thing. I personally don't care if you use language around me. I'm perfectly okay with it, it's just not something I do myself. At least not very often. I've been doing it more and more, though, I've noticed. I've had to censor myself in quite a few recent videos. It's not even that I have to censor myself, it's that I want to. This is significantly easier without me having to reload. Then again, I could say that about the entire game. I bet I didn't even need the infinite credits, I guess. But yeah, this is the other guy that really causes the problem. I didn't even catch his name this time. So that's that part where he jumps off the wall that gets me. Alright, we killed this giant lever... I was going to say leverface, but I can never pronounce that correctly. Because I struggle with the TH noise. The only Texas Chainsaw Massacre film I've seen this far is Part 2, and I haven't even finished it. I'm like right at the part where they finish attacking the radio station, and then I realized it was late and I had to go to bed. Speaking of late and go to bed, I should go to bed after I'm done with this.